Look, be honest with me for a second. You get paid, maybe it's $500, $1,000, $3,000, and for a moment, you feel good. You tell yourself, okay, this time I'm going to save. This time I'll be smart. But then, a few days pass. You buy food, pay for something small, maybe something online. And suddenly, you check your balance and think, wait, where did all my money go? If that's ever happened to you, that's not bad luck. That's not low income. That's a system problem. Here's the thing. The difference between you and the top 1%, it's not just how much they earn. It's how they manage what they earn. I'm going to show you exactly how the 1% manage their money, and why most people, without even realizing it, do the complete opposite. Section 1. The lie most people believe. Look, most people think, if I just make more money, everything will be fine. But here's what most people don't realize. There are people making $2,000 per month who are building wealth, and there are people making $10,000 per month who are completely broke. Why? Because income doesn't create wealth. Management does. Studies consistently show that a large percentage of high earners still live paycheck to paycheck, not because they're careless, but because they never learned how money actually flows. Section 2. The 1% don't see money the same way. Here's where it gets really interesting. The average person sees money like this. I earn, I spend, I try to save what's left. The 1%? They flip it completely. I earn to, I invest to, I live on what's left. That one shift changes everything. Example. Let's say you make $1,000. Most people spend $900. Try to save $100 and often fail. The 1% approach. Invest $200 first. Live on $800. Now, you might be thinking, but Martin, I can't afford that. And I get it. But that's exactly the trap. Because if you don't control your money early, more income will just make the problem bigger. Section 3. The 3-bucket system. The 1% use. All right, this is where things get practical. The 1% don't just try to be better. They use systems. And one of the simplest? I call it the 3-bucket system. Bucket 1. Survival. 50 to 60%. This is your rent, food, transport, essentials. This keeps your life stable. Bucket 2. Growth. 20 to 30%. This is where wealth is built. Investments, skills, business. This is the bucket most people ignore. Bucket 3. Freedom. 10 to 20%. This is for enjoyment, fun lifestyle. And here's the key. The 1% spend without guilt, because it's already planned. Section 4. The psychology that keeps you broke. Look, this isn't just about math. It's about psychology. Instant gratification. Your brain is wired to choose. Now, later. So when you see something you want, your brain says, buy it now. Future doesn't matter. Lifestyle inflation. Here's what most people do. Make more money, spend more money, so they stay stuck. At a higher level. Money avoidance. A lot of people don't even check their bank account. Why? Because it feels uncomfortable. But here's the truth. What you avoid controls you. Section 5. The $100,000 reality. Here's something that might shock you. Saving your first $100,000 is way harder than your next $100,000. The math. Let's say you invest $200 per month. At an average return, after 5 years, approximately $15,000. After 10 years, approximately $40,000. After 20 years, approximately $150,000. Plus, why? Because of compound growth. Analogy. It's like pushing a car. At the beginning, it's hard. But once it starts moving, momentum takes over. Section 6. The 1% focus on ownership, not spending. Here's what most people don't realize. The 1% don't focus on buying things. They focus on owning things. Average thinking, buy phone, buy clothes, buy status 1%. Thinking, own assets, own businesses, own investments. Now you might be thinking, but I don't have money to invest. Let me challenge that. Section 7. The hidden money leak. Look at this honestly. If you spend $5 per day to $150 per month, that's $1,800 per year. Invested. Over time, that becomes tens of thousands. This is where it gets really interesting. It's not about cutting everything. It's about being intentional. Section 8. The 1% rule of control. The 1% follow one simple principle. Every dollar has a job before it arrives. Most people wait for money, then decide what to do. Why this matters. If you don't plan your money, your emotions will, and emotions are terrible financial advisors. Section 9. A simple step-by-step plan. All right, let's make this actionable. Step 1. Track everything for 7 days. No guessing. Write down every dollar. This alone will shock you. Step 2. Create your 3 buckets, even if it's small, even if it's imperfect. Start. Step 3. Automate your growth. The moment money comes in, send a portion out. No thinking, no emotions. Step 4. Delay big purchases by 48 hours. This kills impulse spending. Step 5. Increase income intentionally. Not just work more, but learn skills, find leverage, build something scalable. Section 10. The story that changes everything. Let me tell you something simple. 2 people earn the same income. Person A spends first, saves later, reacts emotionally. Person B plans, invests, thinks long term. After 5 years, they look similar. After 10 years, they're completely different. After 20 years, one is financially free, the other is still stuck, and it all started with how they managed their money. Final section. The truth about the 1%. Look, the 1% are not smarter. They don't have some secret you can't learn. They just think differently. Act earlier. Stay consistent. And here's the part most people don't want to hear. It's not complicated, but it's not easy. So, here's the real question. Are you going to keep managing money the way you always have? Or are you going to start thinking like the 1%? Because your future isn't decided by how much you earn. It's decided by what you do with it. If this opened your eyes even a little, hit that like button, subscribe, and start applying just one thing from this video today. Because small changes, repeated over time, that's how wealth is actually built.